Alright, so I'm going to show you how to replace the motor mount on a 02 Ford Focus. So the first thing you're going to want to do is what I did is I put a little jack underneath the motor there to kind of hold it. You barely lift it up, maybe a pump or two. And then what you want to do is two nuts right here, or bolts I should say, that are 15 millimeters. I remove those first, and as you can see on the overflow tank here, there's a little clip that hooks onto the strut right here, strut mount, whatever. You can just pull it, lift it up, and you can move the tank around, as you can see, to be able to get to the other bolt. So now that we got jacked up and we got those two bolts removed, the next step is removing these two guys. So to get these off, you'll need an 18 millimeter. I use a deep socket there with an extension. Get those off. With those two bolts removed, what we're going to need to do is you're going to actually kind of have to move the overflow tank here a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this. It looks like it's a 10 millimeter. You can see that. There we go. Let's remove the overflow tank. We're going to want to remove this bolt, which is a 15 millimeter. Okay. So now we got that bolt removed right here. You'll want to jack up the motor enough to where this is loose. As you can see, the car was vibrating a lot because there's a bolt underneath this black bracket that holds the mount in, and that's how loose it is. So what you'll do is just pull it out. There we go. All right. So this way you can see there's a ton of play, and you can just tell by the way the mount looks. God, there's the sun. There we go. Right, so to get this off, if you have air, it'll be easy. Just use your impact. But since I don't have air right now, what I did is I basically installed the bracket upside down and put a bolt in, so that way I can actually hold it enough so I can get the actual nut off. I'll compare the old, that goes up and down like that, and that you can completely look into, compared to the new, where there's no give at all. Alright, so we're going to go install this back into the bracket right here, and if you have some Loctite, use it. So that's what we're going to do, get some Loctite, and we're going to put this on here. If you have air, once again, that's awesome. Reinstall the mount. What I did is I put it in from the back. I just lifted this hose and slid it in. Then you're going to want to jack up the motor so you can get these threads to start in. And then what you'll do, because you'll notice that the hole doesn't line up with the bracket, so you'll jack it up to get these on, you'll tighten these down, and then you'll slowly lower the jack that's holding the motor up until those holes line up, and then you'll tighten it down.